Hi guys, James from DBG here and welcome to another showcase video. This time it is one of my own little projects. It happens to be my favourite Space Marine chapter in the world ever, Flesh Terrors. I had a massive Flesh Terror army back in the 3rd edition, and with the advent of the Blood Angels supplement coming out this weekend, well not this weekend, next weekend, it's on pre-order this weekend, and I had a few days in between jobs, so I thought I'd crack out these assault intercessors and a couple of characters from Indomitus that I picked up on eBay for surprisingly little amount of money, which I was very pleased and very surprised about. But yeah, so it seems that all the fuss about Indomitus has calmed down quite a lot, so you can actually pick up these characters. I mean, the captain I got for £6. The chaplain was a bit more, but I think the chaplain is a nice looking model, and the assault intercessors are about £15 a frame, or £15 for 10 or something. I don't know, it's weirdness. But anyway, so yeah, so I picked these guys up over the past few weeks and sat down and painted them this week. So yeah, there's a couple of kit bashes in, which I'm quite proud of, and I've actually taken a bit more time over these ones than I would do normally, so I'm actually quite proud of the result that I've achieved. So let's start with the captain and his relic shield. There we go. Now, some would say for Flesh Terrors these are a bit bling, but because they're supposed to be very rugged, don't look after their war gear very much, they're just like hacking people to pieces. But as you can see, the shield, very simple kit bash. That's a Blood Angels banner topper, a few bits and bobs from custodes bits I had left over, and the sword from Sanguinary Guard, which represents his mastercrafted power sword. So yeah, and obviously a different head with the bionic eye. Then we have the chaplain, who is surprisingly difficult to photograph because everything gets out of focus. Yeah, so this is an amazing chaplain model. And yes, I did freehand the buzzsaw blood drop on them. I decided not to do any text on the purity seals, because if you make a mistake, then it actually makes the purity seal look worse, so I thought it's best to leave it. So yeah, there's the chaplain. Here's my death company. It's a full 10-man squad of Intercessor Death Company, and I made the decision not to do the buzzsaw on these guys. I just did the Red Cross and the blood drop. Yeah, that power fist is from the Cataphractii Terminators, and again I used a different head. Let me just look at this guy. I used decals, and Decal Fix is an amazing thing. It made these decals conform to the shoulder pads perfectly. And then we've got the other kit bash here with some intercessor arms. I had spare left over with the combat knife and the sheath. Yeah. Then we go to the sergeant. This is very easy kit bash. There's just the blade from the Mark IV power armor set stuck over the chainsword arm. Again, a different head. Ooh, focus. There we go. And then we've got this guy here. And yes, I do know I've put the chapter badge on a different shoulder pad. By the time I realised I'd done that, I'd done 5 of them and it was too late. I'm not going to paint them out and do them again. And this is the power fist from some Tartarus Terminators, which a little bit of shaving down of the shoulder fitted perfectly. So I wanted the power fist in a different arm. So there we go. So that's it. That's the beginning of my Flesh Terrors. I have a couple of other kits that I've picked up cheap on eBay. I've got some normal intercessors and a Victor Warsuit. That should give me 1,000 points. And then in the new year, I'll expand to more. I'm going to add lots of dreadnoughts, lots of Death Company dreadnoughts and what have you. Just represent the fact that, yes, Gabriel Seth, the chapter master of the Flesh Terrors, does not like and doesn't trust the Primaris. But after the devastation of Baal, where he was left with less than 100 warriors after the Tyranids had been driven off by the Warp Storms and the Cicatrix Maledictum, etc, 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 it kind of needed more Marines, and the only Marines available were Primaris. So he begrudgingly accepted them into the chapter. So yes, this may upset a few purebloods, but I will hopefully represent the heroes of the chapter with filling up the elite slot with lots of dreadnoughts, both Death Company and Furioso. So yeah, that's my plans for the Flesh Terrors, and yes, they're probably going to get shot off the board before they do anything. I do have, I am going to add some impulsors to get these guys across the board quite quickly, etc. And a few heavy weapons just to help out. But yeah, that's for later on in the year. So as usual, guys, do check out the links in the description to all the social media, all the sponsors, all the affiliates, etc, etc. And as usual, guys, thanks for watching. Stay safe, and I'll catch you next time.